Morning. Good morning. Okay. So, y'all, I have some stuff happening later today, and I'm not looking forward to it. So, I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and hop online and teach a little workshop to distract myself for the next 15, 20 minutes. Um, and what I was thinking about this morning, I was thinking about keeping momentum through the hard stuff, and how to really hold and ground momentum even when we're going through the hard stuff in business, whatever that hard stuff may be. And sometimes the hard stuff isn't in business, it's in other areas of our life, but it's affecting our business. So hard stuff, whether it's in your business or in your life, it's going to literally like creep in and steal momentum. So I'm hopping in today to talk about the three things that steal your momentum and the three ways to sustain your momentum. Hopefully my internet is all right because I'm outside and all the things. So I'm going to open up my chat, and if you are hopping in live with me to talk about momentum, I'm going to coach on momentum today because I'm going through something and I don't feel like thinking about it. So I'm going to come online and coach everybody on the three things that steal your momentum and the three things that sustain your momentum. Let me know that you can see me okay. I think I'm live in Facebook and I should be live on LinkedIn. And I'm outside hanging out. It's really a pretty day here in good old Cleveland, Ohio. Yay. So I have some hard stuff happening at the moment and I needed to distract myself. So it's like, well, I haven't been online in a little bit. Let's go ahead and teach a little workshop before I go and have to do the hard things today. So I got my cute little, isn't this cute? I got it at this cute little store. It's this cute little flowery pen. If you're coming in live, please come and tell me that you're here. I need some visitors and I need people to distract me. So come say hi. I'm going to be coaching you through a little exercise. So I would like you to, if you're not in the car, if you're not in the car and you're just hanging out and you're also trying to be distracted and you need some momentum, write down these two things. Write down, I'm always telling you to write things down. Write down what steals your momentum. Just what steals my momentum. Okay. And then give yourself some space and then write what sustains my momentum. Why do we even need momentum? We need momentum always in our business because we will go stagnant, we will go complacent, we will change things, all the things can happen if we don't have steady momentum inside our business. So I don't know how your weekends were. I hope everyone's long weekend was wonderful. I didn't have much momentum this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about momentum because I didn't have much of it because I was writing down myself what is stealing my momentum and what's going to sustain my momentum. So three things. The first one, I'm looking at my little notes here. The first one to write down the things that steal our momentum, especially when there's hard things happening, hard things in business or hard things in your life. The first thing that steals our momentum are who's going to guess it? Starts with a T and ends with an S. What steals our momentum the most is our thoughts. Surprise, surprise. It's our thoughts. That's the very first thing that's going to steal our momentum. The second, we're going to walk through all three of these, but write them down. The second one that steals our momentum also starts with a T and ends with an E. The second thing that steals our momentum is time. Time. And then the third thing that steals our momentum, this is a big one. It's a big one. And I've got somebody doing some landscaping. So if you guys can't hear me, if you're coming in live, tell me you can't hear me. Okay, so the third thing that steals your momentum is comparison, competition. You can either use comparison, you can write down comparison, or you can write down competition. So those are the three things that steal our momentum. So let's talk through these a little bit. Ever find yourself saying in conversation with friends or family, do you ever find yourself saying, this is a lot. I'm just so busy. This is a lot. This is so stressful. I'm going to go in. You guys are going to travel with me. We're going to teach and travel at the same time because all of a sudden this landscaper is getting into my little workshop. So let's travel. Okay. So, we have more people joining. So we're traveling inside because I have landscapers coming. We're talking about momentum, and we just wrote down the three things that are stealing our momentum. Those three things are our thoughts, our time, and comparison or competition. See my little house, my little Cape Cod here in Cleveland, Ohio. So now we're going in my office, my favorite place. You guys see me here all the time. Okay, so our thoughts. So if you ever catch yourself saying, I might a little Alaska t-shirt on. If you ever catch yourself saying, I'm so busy, I'm so stressed out, this is just a lot, this is hard, those are all congrusive to your thoughts. And it's going to immediately steal your momentum. And usually it's going to take you down a rabbit hole of other thoughts that cause things like blame and frustration and self-doubt and all the things that don't sustain our momentum. So we're going to talk through the thought, right? We need to replace that thought. So that to sustain your momentum, we're going to go straight down. So to sustain your momentum, I ask you to look at those thoughts with two things. To sustain momentum, we need to look at our thoughts with curiosity, and we need to look at our thoughts with compassion. We don't do that. We are so hard on ourselves. So if you want to sustain momentum through the hard stuff inside your business or inside your life, when you have those thoughts of, I'm so busy, I'm so stressed, it's a lot, that you're saying over and over and over again to people, replace that. It's still going to be there. But the replace is, let me look at that with some curiosity, and let me look at that with some compassion. Okay, so that's step one. I said we were going to have three things around momentum, right? Momentum. The second one is what's stealing our momentum is time. All the time, I'm hearing 100% of the time, I'm so busy, I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm doing this. I got soccer. I got the kids here and the blah, 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 blah. There's so much lack of time that it immediately affects our momentum. And this one is an entire workshop on its own. But for this little Dora needs distracted, so I'm coming in here to coach because I'm going through something moment where I need momentum. I'm telling you, here's the solution right now, a quick solution for time. So if time's stealing our momentum and we want to sustain our momentum, and we know those three things are our thoughts, time, and comparing or competition. That second one, that time, when we're looking at our thoughts with curiosity and with compassion, follow that up with, I don't have time. Follow that up with a quick gratitude list. So every single morning, especially when I'm filled with hard stuff, every single morning I have sacred time. And that sacred time is so sacred because I can't be productive unless I am being spiritually led versus emotionally driven. And I'm a very emotionally driven kind of girl. I like to just get it done. But if I'm not being spiritually led, I may be doing things that I don't have any business doing. So in the morning, when I have sacred time, when momentum is playing games with me, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write myself a real good old fashioned gratitude list. A gratitude list is going to change, it's going to help change your thoughts of that curiosity and compassion. It's going to help change your thoughts. It's also going to help you look at time in a different perspective. Of instead of saying, "Oh my god, I have to, I have to, I have to, I have to." Somebody told me a long time ago to replace that with, "I get to. I get to. I get to." 'Cause, those years of raising those daughters and taking care of my mom and climbing that corporate ladder, I did a lot of complaining. And that's what it was. It was my normal. But when I replaced it with "I get to," then I had momentum to do more, especially more around the areas that really lit me up. So, like right now, that's why I'm online teaching a little something because this is what lights me up. And so, for me to have momentum, I need to do things like this because when I'm searching my thoughts for curiosity and compassion and being grateful, I'm going to sustain my momentum. You following me? You following? All right. I have little things coming up. Okay. The last one, because I told you 15 to 20 minutes total. The last one's a doozy. It's a big one. So what steals my momentum, what steals my momentum is comparing, despairing, competition, which leads always 100% of the time to this yucky gremlin called self doubt. So the moment that I say somebody else is doing it, or look at what they're doing, or why do they keep doing this? It's so not okay because I see that all the time too. That is just ripping away my own momentum. It's causing resentment and it's causing me to feel competition, and none of those things are going to sustain my momentum. I don't have any use for it. It doesn't do me any good to compete, compare, or to be led to self doubt. So when that happens, what do we do? What do we do? We take a little drink. So that sustaining momentum, when that happens, we grow beyond through emotional maturity. So the response to when we're feeling that way is to look at that with compassion, curiosity, what we're really grateful for. And lastly, that it doesn't matter. What we have and what we're doing is much bigger and worthy of anything else anyone else is doing. It just doesn't matter. So the moment you make it matter, you're going to have some sort of self doubt. So, to summarize it up, we're going to summarize it up really quickly. What steals your momentum and what sustains your momentum? Inside the hard stuff in business. So, if you're trying to build this business and you're filled with these thoughts of no time, that you're filled with thoughts of I'm too busy, I'm too stressed out, there's so much going on, and it's stealing momentum to the point where you're like, I'm comparing myself to others in competition, that's not sustainable. So things are going to happen that are the results that you don't want. To get to the results that you do want, to sustain momentum even through that hard stuff, we want to have thoughts of curiosity and compassion, to look at our time as we are grateful for all of these things that we're doing, even through the hard stuff. And that self-doubt is not going to get in our way because we have no room for competition or to compare. I need to walk through that myself. That's why I'm teaching it to you guys this morning. Good stuff, huh? So that's it. I got to run. I got to go do the hard stuff. I got to go do that hard stuff. And maybe you'll see me again this week. Thanks so much for coming in live. If you watch the replay on this, tap in and say, hey, this was helpful. This wasn't helpful. Put some questions in there and have a